Alright, good evening everyone. This is Senior Forecaster Cameron back here again, and I'm here to go over the winter weather potential as we get towards day on Tuesday here, guys. One thing I want to get out to you guys before we get started here, ever since Arkansas Weather Watchers has been born, this is probably one of those toughest forecasts I've ever had to take with this here, guys, because there's so much uncertainty on what could happen, on who could see what. Could you get snow? Could you get all rain? Could you see nothing at all? There's a lot of uncertainty with this. We do have a precipitation map out. It's very preliminary, and please stay tuned to future updates, because I'm very confident that that precipitation map is going to change 100 times before this event even gets here, guys. So, as I said before, I'm going to be going over the HRR, the NAM, the high-res NAM, the GFS, and even a European model here, just to give you guys an overall view of what we could potentially look at as we get towards day on Tuesday. So, for those that were wondering about the potential of severe weather, I saw that question earlier. I can't remember who asked that question, but someone asked that question about the potential of severe weather, and it's a good question because, you know, you're going to have 70s or highs on Monday, and you're going to have potentially 30s on Tuesday. So with those two clashing of air masses, normally that would result in severe weather. However, our moisture feed is not going to be from the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be out of the Pacific. So as a result, southwest winds typically means a lesser severe weather threat than a southeasterly wind here, guys. So as for the potential of severe weather is very low for tomorrow. Even though it's going to feel a little muggier, it's going to feel a lot warmer tomorrow, we can assure you that there is no threat of severe weather for your day on Monday here, guys. But what we're looking at here is past Monday, into Monday night, and into the day on Tuesday here, guys. So this is the HRR, and this is the long-range HRR. And I like using HRR a little bit better than the NAM, given that it typically does a little better, but no model is 100% accurate here, guys. But as I said before, this is the HR, and the one thing I'm noticing with the HR, here we are right around that 6-7 o'clock time frame, is that it's a little faster with the cold air. And I'm going to show you with the NAM here just a little bit here, and I've been seeing that with the latest trends of guidance tonight, is that the colder air appears to be trying to come in a little faster, and the moisture feed appears to be a little further south than what we were anticipating earlier, because we were looking at north and potentially central Arkansas getting the potential winter precipitation, and then south Arkansas just staying plain rain. Now that that precipitation field has came down further south, given that your low pressure is further south, that puts more central and even southern Arkansas in play for the potential of winter precipitation here, guys. So, as I said before, we're going to be keeping an eye on here, but this is what I was talking about before, and here's the HRR right around late Monday night and early Tuesday morning here. You can really tell the precipitation span from central to south Arkansas here, primarily rain at this time, with your 546 line is quickly closing in on central Arkansas. Your 540 line is kind of hung up in the mountains here, and this is what's going to keep the majority of the Arctic air from really spilling down into Arkansas. If that were to have been the case, we probably wouldn't be seeing too much of winter precipitation on Tuesday. It would be limited to the southern half of Arkansas and even into Louisiana here, guys, because with all that Arctic air coming down, there's a lot of dry air coming down, and that typically cancels off any sort of winter precipitation here, guys. So for our folks in northern Arkansas, I fully think that you guys may not see anything out of this. We did keep the potential of some snow flurries up there in northern Arkansas, but my biggest concern with northern Arkansas right now is dry air intrusion, especially with all that Arctic air impacting you guys first. Central and South Arkansas is where your best moisture is going to be. North Arkansas is going to be where your best cold air is going to be. So the clash between the two is where you're going to have the best potential of seeing winter precipitation here in the natural state. So, as I said before, Central and then South Arkansas has that better shot. And this is the HR, and this is what I was talking about before, that your 546 line is going to start really moving down into Arkansas here as we get towards early Tuesday morning here, guys. So the HR starts right around 6 a.m., and you have wintry mix to some light snow across central Arkansas and south central Arkansas. You have it over here in northern Texas, and primarily rain for southern Arkansas for now. But what really concerns me with the HRR is that it is a little deeper with that colder air. If it continuously with this trend, this is going to be a South Arkansas event. Okay, not ruling out Central, not ruling out North. But right now, my confidence is a little higher that this could potentially be a Central and South Arkansas deal versus a North Arkansas deal at this current time here, guys. So that's the HRR, and we'll go ahead and show you guys the NAM real fast. And this is the ZeroZ NAM, and this is what I was talking about before, is that the NAM tries to get that colder air here a little quicker, and I've been noticing that with the latest guidance tonight, is that that colder air has been quicker. The faster we get that colder air in, the better chances you're going to have of seeing winter precipitation here, guys. So, as I said before, guidance has been an overall trend that northern Arkansas remains dry. Okay, so, like I said before, we kept North Arkansas the potential of snow flurries, but if this trend were to continue throughout the day tomorrow, North Arkansas will likely be cut out of any winter precipitation chances. It doesn't even have any rainfall up there. It is only because that dry air gets to you guys extremely quick. Central and South, it gets to you guys a little later on. So, and so for here's the ZeroZ NAM, and it really takes over the snow from Central Arkansas down to Southern Arkansas here, from the Little Rock area, and then down in towards the El Dorado area, Texarkana, Camden, over towards Helena, West Helena, and even over there in Arkansas County, you get the potential of snow here as that 546 line really starts punching into Southern Arkansas here. And the one thing that we all need to pay attention to is going to be aloft temperatures, because aloft temperatures is going to play a very critical role on what happens on Tuesday here, guys. So here we are on Tuesday afternoon here, guys, and aloft temperatures 925 is sitting around 0 to 1 degrees here, guys, and even in Central Arkansas, it's sitting in the negatives. All right, and surface temperatures wise, so you have to count in the fact that yes, you know, you're above freezing. Here we are Tuesday afternoon, you're above freezing, you're around 33, 34 degrees, and you're thinking, okay, we're not going to get any snow out of this. You've gotten your best snows at 32 to 34 degrees because your aloft temperatures are at or below freezing here, guys. So you can still get snow at 33, 34 degrees, even though it likely won't stick. It will likely be a very wet snow. It could still happen here, guys. So as to before, that's the NAM model here. And if you were to go with the NAM, I'm not going to show you, I may show you accumulations, I'm not sure yet. But if you were to go with the NAM, it has a snowpack across Southern Arkansas. So as a result, Wednesday morning, temperatures plummet into the low 20s. Not buying that snowpack as of right now because ground temperatures are extremely warm. We've had a lot of mild days ahead of the system. If we would have had an Arctic front came through and the ground temperatures would have been extremely cold, then yes, I would have been worried about accumulations. But right now, accumulations are extremely uncertain. So we will likely not have an accumulation map out until at least probably this time tomorrow. Just have to wait and see on how guidance does overnight and into the early part of your Monday morning here, guys. But as I said before, there's the NAM in terms of temperatures. And then on Wednesday, temperatures really start to spike back up into the 40s. So whatever happens on Tuesday will be a faded memory by the time we get towards Wednesday, because return flow was to start coming back in and temperatures go back into the 40s, and all that melting, if we were to get a potential snowpack in place, will be gone by Wednesday here, guys. So enjoy that little winter precipitation we ever get on Tuesday, because by Wednesday, it's going to be completely gone here, guys. But like I said before, that's something that we're just going to have to keep an eye on here. And one more thing I want to show you with the NAM model is wet ball temperatures. And I don't know if everyone is familiar with wet ball temperatures. This is basically the temperature that you can get to as evaporational cooling is taking place. And this is where that first front is going to play a very critical role, because that first front is going to bring dry air. Okay, it's going to bring dry air into the natural state. What's going to end up happening is that dry air is going to get here, and then you're going to get moisture overrunning that front. Okay, so as dry air settles in, moisture starts to return back over that dry air. you're going to get evaporational cooling. So you're going to see a lot of weird stuff happening on Tuesday. You're going to think, you know, you're at 34, 35 degrees, and you could potentially be getting snow on Tuesday with marginally cold temperatures because of the fact of evaporational cooling here. So, as I said before, there's your whip ball temperatures here, and you could clearly tell, see, right around 33, 34 degrees. So that's the temperature that can be met as evaporational cooling takes place. So you're looking at surface temperatures, you're thinking, okay, 35 degrees. Whip ball temperatures are suggesting 33, 32 degrees. That could happen if evaporational cooling were to be seen with this, okay? And you go further north, you know, it gets colder from there. So that's why I'm very concerned about the potential of snow and sleet for central Arkansas down in southern Arkansas here, guys. So I know there's a lot saying about southern Arkansas saying primarily rain. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think southern Arkansas will see the potential of at least some winter precipitation before this completely ends on Tuesday here, guys. But like I said before, there's the NAM. Here's the high-res NAM here, guys. And the high-res NAM is completely different from the 12Z NAM. Is that the 12KM NAM, excuse me, is that it has the snow in central Arkansas here, but it just completely erases any sort of winter precipitation chances for southern Arkansas here, guys. So this will be primary central Arkansas to be right around that northerly edge. It's a little slower with the colder air, which I kind of don't buy right now because you've got HR saying faster and you got the other NAM saying faster. So you're going to have to monitor that trend, but I'm noticing if that cold air really gets in here fast, that this particular run would have to be thrown out, given that the cold air would be here a lot quicker. And I don't think that high-res NAM is doing overall well with the overall precipitation, the overall moisture return with the system here, guys. But there's the high-res NAM. GFS, I'm just going to show you guys GFS just for I don't want to say entertainment purposes here, but I'm going to show you guys the GFS here. GFS is going to be thrown out because of the fact that northern Arkansas will likely be dry slotted with this potential system. We will keep an eye on it for you guys here. We have kept the snow flurries up there in northern Arkansas here, but with that dry air really punching in, I just don't see it happening. Central and south Arkansas, you have a better shot of seeing the potential of winter precipitation here, guys. And here's the Euro just to close it out here. And the Euro agrees with the NAM, has it in central and south Arkansas. You could see the potential of freezing rain and sleet before going over to some snow on Tuesday, and then completely getting out of here as we get towards Tuesday night and Wednesday here, guys. So overall, please stay tuned to our future updates as we get towards the day on Tuesday here, guys. We will have updates like crazy tomorrow. As I said before, there's a lot of uncertainty with Tuesday's system. Best moisture versus best cold air. This is going to be experience versus guidance here, guys, because I have seen scenarios like this play out where central and south Arkansas got the winter precipitation and north Arkansas got dry slotted. And I've also seen similar situations that nobody gets anything because the cold air lags behind, and this stays primarily a rain event here, guys. So a very low confidence winter precipitation event coming up on Tuesday here, guys. So I do appreciate you guys taking your time to view this video here. As I said before, stay tuned to us. Share this page with your family, your friends, to keep them updated on the latest, like I said before. And also be aware of what you see on social media, because like I said before, this is very low confidence. So as of right now, any accumulation maps that you may be seeing, it's very, 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 it has a very, very low shot of verifying. So until we get at least to that 12 to 14 hour time frame of Tuesday, that's where we could potentially be seeing accumulations. But like I said before, we'll have to wait and see here, guys. So thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday night. And like I said before, stay tuned to Arkansas Weather Watchers for the latest on this winter weather event.